Who's that being forced to fight for your entertainment? Why, it's Wandering Monster. Roll initiative!
Hello, and welcome back once again to Wandering Monster, America's test table and the monster manual of shows. I am Charles R. Bernard.
I'm Bridget Brave.
I'm Kevin Welch.
And I'm Mr. Paschke.
And as you may notice, I am back, and in exchange for my presence, two people had to leave. That was my deal. I'm like, I'll come back, but only if both John and Ian go on a date and finally get in touch with those feelings they have about each other that I know they've been wanting to explore. So they're off doing that, and we're here to have a little fun in their absence and at their expense.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I like to argue with people. You might find that hard to believe, but
Shocking, yes.
yeah, I've been on a real tear lately about the superiority of cosmic horror over traditional horror, because normative this and that and blah blah blah. But in essence, an argument can be made for cosmic horror that doesn't tear down traditional horror, and it's that cosmic horror is in essence an accurate representation of the universe as is, which is to say, really fucking big, really scary, really uncaring, and unknowable. And speaking of cosmic and the concept of tiny lives, we have a game for you tonight that plays on both these things. Tonight, we are going to be playing Spectacle, which is by Seth Ian, Mark Conway, Luke Gearing, and Tony Jaguar, which is a badass name, and I'm a
It's
little
a seriously
jealous.
badass name.
Yeah.
Great Atari platform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it away, guest MC / GM / first time GM.
First time GM, yeah.
Yeah.
Ever or
Bridget-
just for us?
Ever.
ever? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, taking
Yeah.
the big step. And she's way braver than I am, because I have yet to ever GM a thing, and you might see that one day, but maybe not. But for the time being, enjoy seeing Bridget spread her leathery wings and fly as we enter the world of Spectacle.
And Spectacle is within the Troika universe. So
Hmm.
we are dealing with infinite spheres tonight. So imagine, if you will, a sphere propels itself through the cosmos. Its surface, a mass of twisted metal, glimmering plasma coils, vulcanized polymer, and scarred flesh. Atop a pole, there's a cyst-like eye. It has two pupils, one on each side. One stares into space, looking at other spheres, looking for other victims. And the second one watches a little concave structure carved into the metal flesh at its feet. So Spectacle does not know where it comes from or why it is what it is. It only knows what it wants, and what it wants is to know more. It wants to see if other spheres share this lonely existence. It finds worlds that are bare and inanimate for a very long time. And then one day, eventually, it finds life. And since communication is so hard with the little lives it encounters, it decided to get them together and bring them closer. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have entered a gladiator-style arena. Here on the sphere of Spectacle, within this concave structure, which is essentially a coliseum, you have found yourself. And we're going to ask each of our competitors today to tell us their name and a little something about themselves.
Whoop, whoop. And with that violent interruption, I will be introducing tonight's character. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be embodying Violent C. My background is that I am a pit harlequin. You might be familiar with the concept of the rodeo clown. Well, imagine a rodeo clown for gladiators, because that's exactly what I am. If things are getting a little too bloody and instead of entertainment, we're just getting a gore fest, it's my job to run in and poke someone in the butt and run away giggling, so that they chase me and the other guy can get back up and grab his sword. That's what I do. That's my profession. That is my way of life. I am equipped with a wide variety of hilarious clown devices. I'm going to save a lot of them for when they become deployed. But yeah, I'm wearing motley as is only appropriate with bells, which actually affects my sneak score, which I love because I love the idea of me trying to sneak up on people that I'm like, tingle, 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 tingle. And yeah, and you know what? Grease paint, classic grease paint. I'm going to be a white clown, which it has a name. I forget what it is in classical clowning, but instead of a red clown, so more of a classical clown. That's me.
Excellent. Who's next?
Well,
All right,
I like.
I'll go next. I'm going to be
Okay.
playing. Oh,
Go.
oh,
Do it.
oh,
I
sorry.
believe in you.
Gladiatorial
I'm going to be
combat
playing
has already started.
Almagorstag, and the lag is real. I'm going to be playing Almagorstag. The background is Cossack of the Wastes. I'm a free man of the burnt wastes of Zamil, used to cutting my way through the world and finding my own path, honoring a long tradition of breaking the bonds of servitude. Spectacle has no honor. The arena has no honor. If it is incapable of learning honor, then I'm going to teach it. I I feel like I'm just going to be a big edge lord about it. Just uh, just get in there and show everybody that if they don't have any honor, they're going to learn, and I'm going to teach them about it. Got it, covered in furs and carrying a rifle on my back, a saber to my side, and a knife in my belt.
So this is
NRA
not your first
fursuiter.
rodeo, is what you're saying.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Doesn't
I call
appear
that look NRA fursuiter.
Call it what you will.
Well, then I guess that leaves good old me. Leron Bazroy. I am a jovial duelist. So I went ahead and grabbed my sword because, you can't have too many swords laying around the house.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
That's just facts. Yeah.
That's just a way of life. But yeah, never won a tournament with this guy, but it's a good sword. I like it. But yeah. So yeah, I'm a duelist. I am a fast talker. I don't know, jovial and wide to make your name.
In the green room before the show started, for those of you at home, Paschke was showing us how he can use that sword to bonk people's skulls to pieces. It was really fun.
I mean, not to pieces, because you should be wearing a helmet if you're going to actually engage in sword fighting.
Mhm.
Right.
Just saying,
Friendly sword fighting, you want to make sure that helmets are involved.
pommels, not friends. You don't want to kill them because you want them to come back and fight you again, because otherwise you'll be lonely.
Mhm.
That's a good reason not to murder people.
Yeah.
You'll be
It is
lonely.
a great reason not
It's
to murder people.
great food for thought tonight.
Hmm.
So the three of you are here at this Coliseum. Do you know each other, or were you paired randomly together?
How have you all not heard of me? I've clearly won a number of duels, haven't lost yet. We're all still alive, and I've been here for at least a few weeks.
I've been working with these schmucks on and off. I'm more of an employee of the spectacle itself, or the arena, being a pit clown. My skill set leads itself more toward calling balls and strikes and making sure that nobody has an advantage. So I've worked with these jokers before, and now I'm a little nervous that I actually have to do combat.
So we know that you know each other. Kevin, do you guys like each other?
Well, I mean, as much as we could possibly like each other. I mean, these two knuckleheads have no idea of honor, or they have their own perceived notion of honor. So I'm trying to beat it into their head without necessarily physically beating it into their head. So it's a yes.
How could you not like me?
It's not that I don't like you. It's just the fact that you're.
See, the thing
We'll
is,
talk later.
the only thing
I
that
mean-
separates your worldview and mine, my friend, is one letter K, because you believe in honor and I believe in honkor. So it's the clown version of honor, you know?
Wow.
Clown honor.
Wow.
Yeah, no
Perfect.
pies in the
That's
back
Well,
of the head.
I,
that
you
sort
know,
of
All
we'll,
right.
we'll find some common ground. We'll meet in the middle somewhere.
The middle of the arena, most likely.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
yeah.
So, Leron, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Leron. Are you going to are people going to recognize you when you walk in?
How could they not recognize Leron?
Why don't you do it? Could you give us a luck roll?
Oh, a luck roll. That's
Yeah.
2d6, right?
Mhm.
All right. I skimmed the group chat. Yeah, I gave you a luck roll. Let's move on.
What was the number?
4.
Okay, so the crowd is chanting your name, but it's not in a friendly manner. You can see that these are these are a number of people who have bet on you in the past, and or sorry, they'd bet against you because they had heard that you were a terrible fighter, and you've lost them a lot of money.
Well, they heard lies, and they should have learned by now. This isn't my fault for being better than my opponents. Obviously, some people deserve to die, and that's not me.
Are either of the other two of you famous at all, or are you just fighters?
I'm
Just
just a
fighter.
working clown trying to
All
get
right.
by.
Yep.
So we're going to have our first round in the Coliseum. I want to know what everybody's walk-up music is as we get ready. Let me set up our initiative here.
I got mine picked out. It's What
Okay.
is a Juggalo?
Yeah,
And
violence comes
to come
into.
out, you know, it's what is a Juggalo? I don't know. He'll eat, what is it? He'll eat Monopoly and shit out Connect 4. Is that the line? I love that, unironically.
And
Yeah.
there are some people in the crowd with face paint who react very strongly to this. They're very excited about this.
We out there.
All right, my Cossack friend, a second. What's your walk-up music?
Walk-up music. Oh gosh, something moody, something lack of lyrics. Gosh, just low organ sounds and just doomy.
I like
Nothing
it. I
in
like
particular.
it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Paschke is our headliner, the last to enter. What is your music?
First of all, trumpets blare. Pyrotechnics going off. Whether or not, what time period does this game take place in?
All time periods, I think.
Yeah, all the time periods simultaneously.
All of them simultaneously. Fantastic. Okay, so lasers, first thing to go off. You don't notice them because the pyrotechnics haven't gone off. The fog hasn't filled the air. Now that the fog is filling the air, you're noticing the lasers. They come down. Then you hear as like the path leading up to the arena like erupts with explosion after explosion, both on like a path leading up that I will then proceed to follow, or so you think, because
How
it's
much
actually
Raw do you watch?
I watched so much in high school. It is appalling for me to admit
My
this.
era was the pre-Hollywood Hogan, Hulk Hogan days. Like, that's how
Yeah.
fucking old I am. Like, that was my jam. Those are my wrestling days. But yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much you follow up my hype man to the arena, and then he gets there and he's just like, where is he? Where is he? And that's when all the lights drop. And then solo spotlight, middle of the stage, there I am.
Nice.
So you're now also David Copperfield. It's
Yeah.
cool.
But realistically, the trapdoor underneath the stage,
Trapdoor,
I've just been sitting there crunched, like really small for like 3 hours because like they couldn't get me in beforehand. So it's just like waiting on the crowd to get there. I'm just like, I really have to pee. I really have to fucking pee. Why am I still here? If I go in the corner, will anyone know? Shit.
So we've all had our like intro music. We are now all in the arena, and you're facing off against 3 foes. These foes are large. One of them, you can tell, works a lot with plants. He has dirt under his fingernails, and it's all the way up to like his shoulder area, just dirty. You can tell he's been digging in the earth, and he is glaring at you. The next one is a type of like wolf creature. He is wearing an insignia across his chest, and he's growling as he's standing there. And the last one is well, it's essentially just looks like an ordinary run-of-the-mill ghoul. Like like compared to these other 2 that seem to have some kind of theme going on, this guy's just standing there, just a lump of ghoul flesh.
Well,
And
oh, go ahead.
sorry, top of our initiative is Charles, the pit harlequin.
Good God. I knew it would be me. Okay, let me see. So if I were a sane human, I would go after the ghoul because I honestly am like not built for I don't know. Well, we'll see. But instead I'm gonna shoot the moon. I'm going for that wolf man. And I think what I'm going to do is begin the confrontation with a bit of ventriloquism. I am going to throw my voice and make the ghouls say to the wolfman, "Oh boy, so you just got neutered yesterday, man. Those scars have still got a really sting. I can see it looks like you've got something septic going on, some pus and all that. That's the shaved hair. That's got to be really embarrassing." All right.
Are you rolling a distraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, ventriloquism. 7.
Ventriloquism. Okay.
Yeah. And that's 3d6, right?
Yeah.
7 and 8.
All right. So this wolfman is devastated, absolutely just destroyed by this. He actually, you see him, his lower lip quivering, and you can tell he's trying to hold back a sob. Fortunately, he's also got a pole arm on him, so he's gonna reach for you with that thing and see if he hits. Let me see what your AC is. Okay. I like that slapstick is one of your skills.
Yeah. I
Pretty good.
really think that's an underrated combat skill.
Oh, and how embarrassing for him. He misses. He just, it's just claws. He even like falls a little bit forward, and his pants fall down around his ankles when he lands.
Oh, this is
It's
classic. and
humiliating.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
dancing around like,
Perfect. Perfect.
awesome. I feel good about this fight.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Cossack, who are you gonna?
Well, I'm going to pull the rifle off from around my back, and I'm going to stare down the one that's all just covered in dirt. It's like, you have the decency to clean up before dying, and I'm gonna fire a
No
shot
honor.
off at him. No honor, indeed.
Okay. let's
So that
see.
rifle fighting is 6. Oh, so is it 2d6 and roll under?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 6 and a 4. So
I think your rifle's 6.
yeah. So that's a miss.
It's a miss. Yeah. You just
Okay.
kind of, it just like skidded right past him.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe ruffled his hair a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So he's pissed now. Let's see if he can make it to you.
No, let's hope not.
All right.
What kind of rifle is that?
It is a 30-30 lever action rifle.
Nice.
Lever
Yeah.
action.
Yes, sir.
I love
Okay.
those. I've only ever fired one, but it was a lot of fun.
So he charges at you and tries to take a swipe at you with his staff and just misses completely.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like down on either side of you, like a straight out of a slapstick movie. It was amazing.
We got
Perfect.
some weak offense to face tonight.
Yeah,
No.
really do. Well, it's the first round.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
And
they
their
start you
lack
off
of
with
honor.
the rats, and then they. All right, Mr. Paschke.
All right. Well, so basically, don't confuse a saber with a rapier. Let's start with that because saber's much thicker, less bendy, more of a slicing weapon, not a stabby stab fun time weapon that a rapier is, which having now read my character sheet all the way through and not owning a rapier to bring on camera. So planned halfway. Anywho, yeah. So basically, Liran would go forwards, back up, in a manner in which to try to engage his opponent and make them feel like he may or may not be within range of attack. So what he would do is take like several steps forward, small little mathematical ones, while taunting his opponent jovially in a joking manner, like, haha, look at those shoes. Wherever would you get one of those things? I bet you don't know. On your feet. And as he steps back smallly, his opponent would take a larger step forward, and that's when he takes a large step forward and stabs at his throat.
Okay, roll me a theatrics.
I just have to say that was some very jovial taunting.
Why, thank you. All right, so that's a 6 and a 2 plus. Do I have a modifier for theatrics? My theatrics is a 9.
Yeah, your theatrics is really high. So yeah, this is highly effective as a method. You just absolutely can you roll me a damage?
2d6 again.
Mhm.
All right. I feel like that's the whole system, isn't it? 4 and 2, so 6.
All right, and that hits. So he is. Let's see what his AC is at. You might have just obliterated him completely.
Well, one would hope so. Also, can I change my
Oh.
knife out for a dagger?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let's see. So yeah, he is very bloody after this. Like it looks like you hit some kind of major artery, and it is just gushing out of him now. He's still alive, still kind of standing, but he's leaning pretty heavily on that large staff that he brought with him.
He has
Nice.
employees?
Do you know what's funny? He does not, but you do. So
Hmm.
yeah, do you want to tell us about your manservant that you brought with?
Is it Ham Fund? Is he back?
Oh, this old man, I never learned his name. Hey, boy, what's your name?
Wentworth.
I'm going to call you Ham Fund.
Ham fun it is, sir.
And
Good
this
boy.
is someone that you have a really strong bond with. Can you tell us like how that, what's the story there? Why are you so close to this Ham Fund?
Well, you see, my first servant was a Ham Fund. My second servant, also a Ham Fund, but after I got him to change his name. And I feel like it just fits better. Look at this young chap here. Doesn't he look hammy and fund?
Those were my grandfather and my father, sir.
They did a good job naming you.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent. All right, we're back up to our
Ansi.
Remember,
our,
Hand Fund, it's good to be grounded in reality.
Yeah.
our
Very
violence
good,
C
sir.
is back up. What are you going to do? You're going to finish off our herbologist over here, or
Yeah. I think I am, as a matter of fact. Let me see how I want to do this. I have some actual weapons. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, slapstick all the
yeah,
way.
you have. I was going to say if you don't use slapstick, I'm going to.
Man.
Yeah.
So, I was practically a student of the Three Stooges as a young man, and there was a particular thing that like Mo Howard would do, where he'd go and like they'd follow it with their eyes, and then he'd wait until they were up, and then do just a classic Stoogie eye poke after going. So that's my slapstick, and now I shall roll for it. It's 3d6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 and 11 total. I think I might have put my fingers right through its head.
Yeah, he's dead. He's definitely
Yeah,
dead.
7 plus is four
That
points.
slapstick was like it slapped an overripe melon. It's everywhere.
I'm picturing that as an actual scene in a movie where somebody eye pokes someone so hard that their head explodes and just the eyeballs are left on the end
Yeah,
of the fingers.
it's like that scene in Scanners. It's just
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So now everyone's covered in some gore. What are you going to do next, Cossack?
Very upset at myself and kind of kicking myself in the ass for missing that first shot. I'm going to square up and I'm gonna fire again at this guy.
And you're hitting the ghoul, correct?
I was going for the one that was covered in dirt.
Oh, he's dead. He is exploded.
Then I'm going to train over
Charles
to the ghoul.
Gallaghered him. So
then I'm gonna fire at that ghoul then, and hopefully do the same.
All right.
That is 5, so I think that's a hit.
That is a hit. You want to roll me a damage? Did you roll me a damage? It is a hit. Yeah.
It's a 7, and it ignores 1 point of armor. So,
Well, he doesn't have any armor. He's a ghoul. So,
Got it.
yeah, he's now also looking pretty rough. You have been redeemed in the eyes of the crowd. The jeers are swiftly turning to cheers.
Perfect. And then I will stare at the crowd and try to boost the morale of the whole team.
And Mr. Paschke, what are you going to let him take this glory?
Of course not. That's why I use I don't know. Shit. So how do I one up this? How do I my guy's still not dead, right?
Yeah, the ghoul is on its last legs, if you could even call those legs at this point. But
all right, and you've agreed that I can change up my dagger or my knife for a dagger.
You can have
because
a dagger.
rapier and dagger, excellent HEMA sport. I'm terrible at it, but I appreciate the people with the skill set to do it because there's a lot of point control. It's really fun. It's not conducive for what I'm about to do though, but the guy's almost dead anyways. So I mean, you know, don't at me about this, people on Blue Sky. I'm gonna do it anyways, even though I know the back end of a rapier is not going to be sharp enough. I'm doing it. I sidestep around to the back of the guy, and then I Anakin Skywalker to Count Dooku, the school, where I take my dagger and then I leverage from behind the rapier, hoping that actually might make more real world sense with the weapon set. Not positive. Never decapitated anybody yet. And then I decapitate the ghoul.
All right. You want to roll and see how that went?
Yeah, I do. And I would like to lie to you if it goes bad, which I don't have to do today. Because that was a 6 and a 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you try this. And as you go to decapitate the ghoul, he does like one of those Neo from the Matrix moves and just gets totally out of your way. And it's shocking. And the crowd loves it. The crowd is now chanting just ghoul because, he was not able to tell us his name.
But it was a 6 and a 4. Wow. My ego, my jovial nature has been tampered. It's come down. Who am I? What have I become? I don't even know how to rapier.
Which of the two of you is closer to Liron here?
I figured I would probably be center, so probably I would be.
No,
closer.
I don't mean physically. I mean emotionally.
Oh,
None. No one. know it is
Man.
possible to be close to Liron.
But you seem to have. It's almost as if you're a type of knight. You seem to have a squire with you. Tell us about the squire.
Ham fund?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, sir.
I know this ham fund gentleman because I employed his father, I employed his grandfather, and I insisted that they call their offspring ham fund because it's more convenient for me.
How does
I
he like to comfort you? What's his preferred method of making you feel better when you've had an incident like this?
This is a public channel for families.
So we're not doing the
Make sure
fun
there's
thing, are we?
warning when you go to it.
We're not doing.
Because of me, largely, but yeah, the rest of you can be horrible if you want to.
He sings the teacup song.
Does he do the dance?
Oh, of course he does the dance.
Yes, sir. The teacups. We're doing this right now, aren't we?
I was supposed to decapitate this ghoul, and now they're cheering for the ghoul, and I don't understand how to live a life
Yes,
full of
sir,
such.
Just stop.
Okay.
I'm a little teacup, short and stout.
Okay. Go on.
Here's my handle.
That's a handle.
Here's my spout.
What happens with the spout?
When I get all steamed up, hear me shout.
Does the heat of the teacups on?
Yes, precisely. And then you tip me over.
Then what happened? Then what happened? Then what happened? Then what happened?
It's like, do I edge him? Do I stop there? No. And then you pour me
Making him
out. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir, I'm going to bury myself in the arena floor.
No, ham fund. Thank you. Here, have one Werther's original.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's my Christmas bonus has come early. Thank you.
And we'll see you freaks later on r/esoteric fetishes.
Oh, I guess that's gonna awaken something new in me. But
Yeah.
let's move on with the game.
All right, so Charles, could you roll me? Let's see, roll me 2d20.
Oh shit. Yeah, maybe. Hang on.
Or anyone who has 2 handy.
I got 2.
I've got 1.
I got a 10 and a 7.
Okay.
I got a rock. I actually rolled in that.
I got a potato.
I got a rock.
All right, so the arena shifts and changes. It's almost as if this is some type of like computer program. It just disappears and then reappears in a new form. And in this case, it is pretty damp. There's actually water everywhere on the floor, and you are now standing on a platform that is bobbing in the water. So let me and your next opponents are about to approach. So let me just get this. All right. The crowd has begun to chant, but oddly, it's not for you, Liron. It's for your manservant. They are asking him to do the teapot now.
Teapot.
I taught him everything he knows.
Yes, unfortunately.
Will you, does that mean you would prefer to do the teapot dance for him?
Would I prefer to do
No,
it?
would Liron prefer?
Oh
no, I'm above that. I taught someone else to do it for me. I can't do the teapot dance now. I wouldn't even know how to. I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Thanks to that note, I think you should make him roll theatrics.
Yeah, please do make a theatrics roll.
Okay. I really don't know where this is going. 4 and a 1.
All right.
Actually, felt my brain vibrate when you did that.
You look up and there's not a dry eye in the house anymore. The crowd is loving this display. They are openly sobbing, And beneath the surface of the water, there is a light roiling, which you believe might actually be applause from your opponents.
Okay.
So
Well,
that really landed.
Very good, sir. Very well done.
thank you. That's how it should be done next time when you do it.
Absolutely,
So,
sir. Yes,
just so you know.
I've learned the error of my ways, and I will
No,
yes.
You did a good effort. You tried your best, and I appreciate it. And I don't want that to be not noted that you did do your best. And I
Well, I mean, in the shadow of greatness, I mean, I can only do so much.
I never forget that.
I couldn't because you won't let me.
Very true. Very
Yes.
true.
It is beautiful. It's this bromance between the two of you, is this relationship. So in the water, you can now see, just lurking below the surface, what appears to be two different types of dolphin. Or perhaps porpoise is a more apt term for what
I
these
don't want
are.
to punch a porpoise.
Not on porpoise
I do.
anyway, right?
Not on porpoise.
I once said the wall calendar of some number of reasons why to punch a dolphin in the face. Turns out dolphins are kind of assholes.
It's true, they kind of are.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, now I'm remembering a few things I've heard about them that are, questionable.
Rather.
Mhm.
Rapists of the ocean, as I like to call them.
There's a lot of that going around. The real heroes of the sea are the orcas, another pod of which just took down another yacht in the Strait of Gibraltar. Heard about that news story today. So
Fantastic.
orcas.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very pro that.
Third best story of the day.
All right, so you've got these two porpoises that are just lurking below the surface of the water in front of you, and then you notice off to the side a little bit more of a shadowy figure. You can't quite make it out yet, but it
Are we
seems to
supposed
have a very serpentine movement to it as it's moving through the water.
Are we supposed to go in there and fight them?
That's up to you.
Hmm.
I mean, they're right there. They're right below the surface of the water, right near the platform. So
I say we either send the clown or have fun to do it.
well, the clown is up first.
Kazakh, do you agree?
Yes, send in the clowns, I suppose.
Now, keep in mind, I was the first to actually kill someone in the last round.
And you're doing great.
And
The deadliest.
You know
clown.
what? You know what? Knife
Right.
between the teeth, and I just go diving right into the water. I'm going to pull the old knife in the blowhole gag with the dolphin. So I'll
That
be
old
rolling.
gag.
I'll be rolling for knife.
Are you doing left dolphin or right dolphin?
Right dolphin.
Okay.
I'm kind of fond of left dolphin. Let's see. So that's 13 for, I believe, 10 points of damage.
All right. Well, that definitely hit. And then, or I'm sorry, what was your knife roll?
13.
That did not hit.
Oh, that's right. I have to hit the threshold first.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So you're basically just causing little waves in the water, maybe some splashes, but nothing is landing with your thrashing.
I'm gonna get Et down here, but it'll be funny.
Possibly. Amo, what are you doing?
Seeing my partner or my teammate just jumped in with a knife in his mouth, I'm going to kind of keep an eye on that serpent one, and I'm going to actually use the special I have to evoke honor on him. Says when you successfully on an ally, their next attack is a mighty blow. So I have to test oration.
Okay.
So that is a 2. So
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
please orate.
all right. So I'm going to, as I'm kind of keeping an eye on where that serpent was, I'm just gonna may this poor fool that jumped in and tried to attack this dolphin. Grasp as much honor and as he possibly can, and basically just decimate that poor waterbound mammal.
And Charles, are you feeling inspired by this?
Incredibly, almost
Alright.
immeasurably.
Okay.
So much so that I have a brilliant idea, one which may in fact solve our problems in one fell swoop.
That would be
Yeah, I'm gonna clamber out of the water, and as I do, I'm going to use an item in my inventory. Now, this says in a rucksack, but it includes two like people. So I don't know if like I pulled them out of my rucksack, like out of a hat, or if like I just I hit them up on the celly or whatever. But number 7 in my inventory, someone who owes you a favor. Now, as you know, as a pit clown, I work kind of, a lot of different gigs, like separating opponents in this here ring. And over my years of service, of clown service, I have become very, very good friends with the man who monitors the chlorine levels of the competitive tank. And I'm going to hit him up, and, I page him. I put 911 on the end. He calls me back, and I'm like, Manny, what you've got to do is just dump all the chlorine that you have on hand into the water at the same time. This will either kill our opponents or force them onto the platform, or possibly cause an explosion. We'll see.
so. Which skill are you using for that?
Let me see. I'm using my item for someone who owes me a favor, and I think that would be. It's not really distraction or acrobatics. You know what? We could call this theatrics. It would definitely be a theatrical move to, cook the dolphins.
I will allow it.
Okay, great.
Beautiful.
Snake eyes on the first roll. That's great. And a 3. So that's 5 total.
All right, so but your theatrics is 8, so that hits. You are now dumping chlorine into the water. You notice that the 2 dolphin creatures, which you can now tell are at least 12 feet long, these are gigantic dolphins, are trying to worm their way up onto the platform to get out of the burning water. They're making horrific noises as they're doing it. I hope you're happy with yourself. And you see a great commotion in the water as the serpentine figure becomes clearer and clearer towards the surface. And then you realize it's actually one of the fans that has somehow fallen into the water, and they are still holding their little pennant and shaking it above their head. So they are now screaming and trying to get out of the platform as well, extending their hands to you for help. Are you going to help them?
Yeah, absolutely. Even if it burns my clowny hands.
I mean, that's what happened to Jack Napier, and then he became the Joker in the first Batman movie.
Yeah, and I mean, I consider that a significant promotion in the world.
The crowd is booing this. They do not like that you are. This is a blood sport, and they do not like that you are assisting the people you should be slaughtering.
Well, there's blood sport, and then there's boiled meat sport. I don't know.
Boiled meat
Yeah.
sport. I like boiled meat sport. That's an idea for our next Morkborg. Okay, so Amo, you're up.
All right. Seeing that he's pulled the spectator out of the water, I'm going to actually put the rifle on my back, and I will pull out my saber, not my rapier, but my saber, and I will go for one of the dolphin men things.
All right.
And sword fighting is 7. That is 7 on the nose. Meets it, beats it?
It meets it, beats it.
Okay. All right, perfect. And then that's 9 for the damage. So
And that's with your saber?
no, with my saber, yes.
All right.
So I'm just gonna go up there and I'm gonna charge at it. I'm just going to make a very calculated swing going across the it's
And you
chess.
have essentially, those little images they have of like the fishtail with the bone sticking out of the end. This is what it looks like afterwards. Like
Oh,
you have cleaved this thing in two with your saber. It is completely gone. The other one looks at it and you hear it kind of like squeak out, "Oh my God, Jimmy, why?" So
Jimmy had no honor. And then I'll just take some of the blood and just like put it under my face.
that's pretty hardcore.
These like what's a baby dolphin called? I don't even know what they're called.
Let's say kid.
Yeah.
Seems like a thing, right?
They're called calves.
Act like these
Is it
crab kids
calves?
act like they didn't come
Calves.
here to eat us and like murder us in the ring. So show no mercy.
All right, the other dolphin is now enraged, pretty pissed, and is going to take a swipe at Amo here. So let's do that and see how that goes. All right. So yeah, that's going to hit. Let me do a damage real quick.
Oh no, thank you.
He has damage as a large beast. So
Oof.
yeah.
But Kevin said no thank you, so we should move on.
Moving on.
Well, could you roll me your armor, your defense?
My defense.
You have.
I don't think I have any armor.
Oh, you don't have
I
any
just-
armor on, man.
No, all I'm wearing is just furs. So.
All right, so he kind of belly flops on top of you, and it crushes your rib cage. You are not in good shape at all. You are laying there. There's blood coming out of your mouth. You are, you've pretty much been dolphin pancaked at this point.
Fantastic. So.
Stay there for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Leron, you just saw this happen. What are you going to do?
Well, yeah. So I look at my friend who's now been dolphin pancaked, and I just go, I wish you could swim like the dolphins at sea. But nothing can keep us together. We can beat them forever.
Someday.
Forever. And that's when I stab the dolphin in the eye with my rapier.
With your rapier. Okay, go ahead and roll me the rapier.
All right, come on. I don't know if we're going high or low yet. That's a 5 and a 1.
All right, that hits. I'm coming out of sword fighting. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll me a d6 for damage.
Sure. Shake 2, let 1 out. 6.
All right, yeah, that does some damage to him. This dolphin is completely just run through. You stick the rapier in the eye, you see it come out on the other side past the blowhole. And
Okay.
Dolphin is dead. And now the fan who was standing there with his little pennant, you can just tell that he looks like he's about to shit himself. He is super panicked now.
I remember standing by the shore. Sorry, that's about as much as I can remember from that song. So if anyone out there is hoping that I finish it over the course of the episode, not going to happen.
No.
All right.
Cool.
So,
I murdered a dolphin.
You murdered. Well, you guys have murdered 2 dolphins now, and
I murdered
severely
a dolphin.
traumatized a fan from the crowd.
Look, don't sit in the splash zone unless you want some blood on you.
Truth.
They took the
And
splash
we
zone.
also finished off that appetizer round of opponents as well.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything that might help poor Kevin with his?
I have provisions. It says recovers D6 stamina, which I'm assuming my stamina / hit points are below what they initially say. So, am I dead?
You're not dead. You are not dead.
Okay.
You got really badly hurt. So
Really bad. Okay,
yes.
fantastic.
Why don't you try to regain some stamina?
I'm gonna take one of these provisions and That's a 3. So
That's not terrible. Your stamina, your HP is now at 13.
I have silver. Can I offer him silver to make him feel better?
well, I'm not going to say no to your money.
Well, what will he do with the silver?
Hey,
You can
it's his
sell a new
silver, not my problem.
Kevin, what are your plans for that silver?
Well, I'll probably buy more provisions with the way this is going. If I can stop at the concession stand, get a hot chili dog and some cotton candy.
You know, that does
What
sound
a
really good.
horrible combination. No.
No, what are you talking about?
It
We
doesn't
don't
matter
judge.
what order you eat them in. It would just be
Obviously, the cotton candy on top of the chili dog.
that actually
Cotton
might-
candy bun, chili dog inside.
I'm
Cincinnati
doing that song
chili.
in like the John Mellencamp, like the
like
cotton candy on chili dog.
hear me out. Hear me out. You take the hot dog, right, cooked, and
Gotcha.
you use it to stir the cotton candy around and get it up on the hot dog, right? And then you douse the top in chili. I think we have a winner.
I think I feel really good about this.
At your local state fair, buy it.
So as you've been watching Kevin eat his provisions, what other provisions you're eating, Kevin? Is anything good?
Hopefully, it's a cotton candy encrusted chili dog.
Okay. As you're observing him eating this, you notice that the arena around you has changed yet again. The crowd has begun to get a little quiet. They seem a little uneasy. This room is completely white. It's almost sterile. It hurts your eyes to look at. You don't remember the last time you saw a surface this blindingly white and clean. And then you hear it. It's coming from the background. You can hear the staggers, like slurpy, wet feet over and over again against this white metal. And then as it comes around the corner, you get your first glimpse of this. I guess creature would be the closest word for it. It is a patchwork of skin. It is quite tall and supports its massive height and width with a set of 10 legs. None of the legs match, so it kind of like lumbers as it's moving because they are not all the same height. You can tell someone has created this from the leftover pieces of prior competitors in the arena, and it fixes on your group with one of its 12 eyes. So are you guys are you going to continue to fight here, or you want to try to find a way out?
We are in an arena. We are gladiators.
Okay.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's what we've been trained to do. Like, we're not trained to try and find a way out and to seek freedom. We're trained for glory and honor. We were
And earn our
blinded
freedom.
by the light, straight up like a homunculus
Yeah.
deuce in the middle of the fight.
I will
Sorry,
also
I
add
forced
that
that one.
it was
Yeah.
beautiful. It was. And I will also mention, just for scene setting, that it is destroying the white floor. Like it's like globs of mess after it as it's walking. And it's completely nude except for a trench coat. It is literally 22 gladiators in a trench coat.
Don't
That's
threaten me
not-
with a good time.
Yeah. So it's like as nipples on a hog, so are the peni on this thing, I'm imagining. But that's just my
Exactly.
imagination. You at home, you can picture it however you like.
I can't not.
Yeah. After that, like,
I
It's-
am a writer. What can I say?
let me just grab my pencil. How many people are in this? 22?
11 on each side.
22.
That's gonna be a lot of penises.
That's
I have faith. This is
At
gonna
least
be
6.
fun,
At
yeah.
least 6.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know they were all male.
That's why I said at least 6. There's
Yeah, at least six, yeah.
various genitalia, some cloaca, some, it's like there's
Alien
some
bit.
stuff you've never seen before.
Yeah.
I'm
might
actually fairly
want to,
impressed. Just kind of standing there and on, like, finishing my chili dog. It's like, wow,
Well, I'll be damned.
there's a lot
There's
going on there.
just
I-
like
I'm so
2
glad-
heads, though. It's weird.
I'm so glad Kevin continues to eat while staring at the abomination. Like that's not
I
going to
mean,
slow him down at all.
Nah,
No.
No.
Priorities.
I mean, we murder it, but
Yeah.
still, I respect it.
We're going to put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's next in
Leron is up.
what's
Well.
your last name again, Leron?
Bassroy.
Leron Bastard.
Yeah. So I have sword fighting, bow fighting. I have bow fighting. Are there any bows? Because I don't have a ranged weapon on my character sheet, to my knowledge.
You do notice that off in the corner, there are the leftover parts that did not quite make it to this this creation. Do you want to search the pit of parts?
Yeah, I will go through the part pit, looking for.
what?
I would like to range attack the giant 20-person in a trench coat full of penises that, you know,
We said at least 6. I don't know if I would necessarily call that full.
That's still a lot of.
It's a lot of
peni.
dick. It's a lot of-
That's a whole lot of dick.
some of the dicks went into some of the people before the people were not part of the same dicks. So I'm saying they're full of dicks, not in the sense that it's all dicks. They had a good time before they knew what was coming and they partied the night away and then they died in battle.
Why don't you roll me a luck?
That's 5 and a 4.
Oh,
What is the
right
luck?
at? Yes, 9. Which is
Okay.
now reduced by 1 because you just used your luck. So,
Okay.
luck, I mean, after this. So, yeah, you search this giant steaming pile of body parts that are left over. And as you're digging down, not even realizing what you're touching anymore, it just all feels like slippery viscera at this point. You grasp something that feels like steel.
Okay.
And as you pull it out, it is a metallic bow that is strung with a quiver of arrows attached to it.
Nice.
Name the
Okay.
bow.
When she
Name the
said
bow.
parts pit, I was just picturing severed limbs, and I was trying to figure what you were going to use for like a ranged weapon out of there. Like you huck an arm like a boomerang.
Whoever built this did not seem to have much of an eye for accessories. They just wanted all the parts and
Gotcha.
left behind anything else that might be on the bodies.
So naming the bow, given my thing about dolphins earlier, I'm going to name it David.
Okay. David the bow.
David
Bring
Bowie.
it up. Let's see how
David
it
Bowie?
goes.
Yeah. So I would like to string up David Bowie and let's see what we can do with this. I'm really trying to think of a Ziggy Stardust reference, but it's not coming. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm a space invader.
All right. So yeah, I would like to attack if it's still my turn. Am I
Yes,
good?
roll
Am I
your
good?
bow fighting. Yes.
All right, rowing my bow. That's 1 and a 5. That's 1 and a 5. Where's my bow fighting? I
Oh,
have it.
it's 7, so that hits. So you let an arrow fly. Can you roll me a damage?
And that's 3d6 for damage.
For the bow, I think so.
Really? I was just joking. I'll take the next d6.
No, I thought you were serious. I think it's 2.
All right, rolling 2. 3 and a 6.
All
Feel
right.
the bite of the glass spider. I know
Nice.
too much about David Bowie.
All right. So it skewers one of the dicks. One of the 6 dicks is now skewered.
Does it give it a Prince Albert?
Yeah, guys pay good
It
money for
actually
that.
it actually nails it to its side. Like
Oh, so it's got
yeah,
the Jacob's
just-
ladder.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Convenient.
completely, yeah. The creature howls in pain. So up next we have Amo.
Okay. I was looking through my inventory and it looks like I have a lantern and a flask of oil.
Mm.
Could I, in this turn, light said lantern and throw it at this sack of dicks, if you will, and light it on fire?
6 dicks.
That's how many come in a sack.
Yeah.
That's also rookie numbers. Got to get those numbers up.
True.
All right, so you're gonna throw the lantern and flask of oil. Are you like applying the oil to the lantern? Are you going to wrap it in something and try to make it some kind of like flammable projectile?
I am going to try to make it a flammable projectile. I'm going to fill it with the oil. I'm going to light the lantern, and I would like to throw it and catch it on fire. Catch that trench coat on fire.
You're gonna fill it with oil. Won't it start to like explode almost instantly if you do that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, is it like a Coleman lantern where it's got like the propane bottle that hooks onto the bottom and you light the mantle on it?
Roll
Or
me
How do they work?
The
Roll
old
me-
ones with the pump action thing, you got to keep your thumb over the valve, otherwise it lets air in.
Roll me a luck.
Roll you a luck. That's 7.
Okay, so yeah, luckily you don't explode yourself.
Perfect.
You do manage to launch this insta bomb that you have created, and let's see if it hits. Sorry, I lost my page. There we go. Okay. It does. So now right above where the arrow landed, adding insult to injury is now completely coated in this oil and on fire. And the creature howls and oof, that is a lot of damage. Okay. All right, yeah, he's looking a little bit rougher now.
Oh, perfect.
Yes. All right, up next. Violent C, you are up. What are you going to do?
Well, I have a spell that I kind of want to use, but actually, like, I don't think it has any practical value in this situation. I would like to point out that before any dicks were invoked at the beginning of this game, I was allowed to add 2 items to my inventory. And one of them is the quote, item 11, Bongo's all-purpose clown lube, 1 tube. So, like, for a second, I was like, maybe I just lube all those dicks up and get to work. But I think that in actuality, I'm going to go with slapdick and roll for that and just do a hell of a cock punch to this thing.
Slapstick or slapdick?
Slapdick, yeah.
Slapdick, okay.
Yeah.
Roll slapdick.
You got it. And that's 2d6 or 3?
Yes, 2.
7.
All
Which
right.
I think is not good. No, that's too...
it's over. Yeah. You try. He manages to evade the contact with any of the various dicks that are still unharmed. All right. So he's going to take a swipe now. You know, he's probably most pissed at you, Mr. Paschke. I'm sorry, but that.
What? Because I hit the circumcised dick?
Yeah, it was his favorite dick.
Oh, because it didn't have the extra foreskin. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Go ahead. See if I care. Hand fund. Human shield.
Yes, yes, very good, sir.
All right. Let me see what I got.
M Fund even has like handles sewn into the back of his clothes so that you can pick him up and literally use him as a human shield.
He is furiously angry, and in his anger, he's having trouble seeing straight. That's how much rage he has. So he picks up a torso from the pile of discarded body parts and launches it at you, and it just sails way over you guys. It goes into the crowd. You hear some horrified screams, and then the fighting as they try to take pieces of the souvenir. So we're back up at the top of our initiative, and that is Leron.
All right. Well, I take David, and I'm just like, all right, let's go. Let's kill this diamond dog. That's 5, 3 and a 2 to take another shot. This time at the short deck.
The short dick. Okay.
The extra tuna can shaped one that's wider, smaller, It's a little darker than the rest of them for some reason, but not like in an ethnic way, but just like
Like a
you know,
just discolored.
yeah.
Gonna roll me a damage.
And that was 2d6.
Like there might be a vascular issue.
4, 2 2s.
2 2s. 2 2. All right, so that is 4 2. Okay. All right, so he's taken another hit. He's you can tell now that with 2 of his dicks incapacitated, he's having a rougher time. He has dropped to 3 knees at this point. 3 of the knees are now on the ground. Next in our rotation is Amo.
All right. Seeing that he is taken to 3 knees, still on fire, and possibly pierced multiply, I'm just going to pull the rifle out and I'm going to fire at him again.
All right.
And that is a 5.
All right, that hits.
Beautiful.
Give me
Damage. That's 6 on the dice.
Right. Where's my rifle? I just lost my rifle. Sorry.
That's okay. I have one for you.
All right. Go ahead.
How many boobs does this thing have?
Visible or in
Mhm.
total?
Visible matters to me.
I would say that visible there are 7.
Oh,
None
my.
in a pair.
Good to know. Thank you.
You can file that one away.
Let's
I'll make a note.
Yes, thank you all for making a note. So you've now shot one of the dicks. It is making a sound kind of like a balloon flying around a room that's been let go. It's just yeah, it's pretty horrific, and the creature wails in pain at that point. He's now on 6 of his knees.
Oh. Perfect.
Bridget, I did not draw that many knees, and at this point, I don't think I can fit that many in.
It's okay, as long as all the dicks are there, we're fine.
One more.
All right, Violent C, you're up.
All right. Since my last attack didn't go so hot, what the fuck? This might be kind of fun. I'm gonna do my illusion spell. Let's see. It says 2 stamina per, and it's a 7 to succeed. Let's see if I can make it happen. Yep, that's a 6. That's right under.
Tell me
so
about the illusion. Yeah.
Yeah, I spend 2 stamina to summon the might of the Dark Carnival. So, juggalos blow in from all over town, and there's the Murder Go Round and the Tunnel of Love, and what are the other songs they've done? Just a shitload of scary rides that like make you pay for your sins, man. And my whole point is to distract this thing and make it unable to figure out where in this crowd of shrieking souls, which of them is actually us.
Wow.
I work with what I've shackled myself to.
Yeah.
Love it.
I guess the creature ponders this.
As well it should, and mend the error of its ways. I'll tell you what.
It's you can tell it's having a serious existential crisis. Like it's, what even am I? Am I parts, or am I a whole? Or, it's making him think, and it's also making him reconsider some life choices.
ICP has a song about that too, by the way, about making a friend out of spare body parts.
Oh, jeez.
I had no idea we were doing an ICP module tonight, but I'm so glad that we are. It's really exciting.
It's called Mad Professor, that song. All right, I'm done.
You're the patched is furiously angry. It's down to half its dicks. It is going to take another swipe at Kevin this time, because
beautiful.
Again, you guys keep hitting him in the dick. It's kind of a
Well,
blow.
yeah.
I'd like to draw everyone's attention to the fact that I have been the only person not to take a whack at the tallywhacker here.
Yeah, he's yeah. Where's your honor now? Like, who's behaving more honorably at this point?
The thing has so many dicks. It's hard not to hit one. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was aiming for its boobs.
I was aiming for the head. I just hit the wrong one.
Let's see. So he did 6, so that hits. He's going to do some damage to Kevin, I think.
Oh
Man,
no,
poor
thank
Kevin.
you.
He gets all the damage.
That's okay. If it isn't Ian killing me, might as well be you.
The good noise is it's some light damage. It's not too bad. So yeah, you're going to lose 2 hit points in that. He's actually going to slap you across the face with one of his remaining dicks.
Oh, there's
Sorry.
no honor in that.
I know. It's really rough.
Yeah.
All right, we're back up to Leron.
Like when you say really rough, is it like it's just rough on me for taking that damage, or
I
is
mean,
it
in
like
both
callous,
senses.
like
It is rough on you, and also it's scaly. You don't know
That
why.
dick had an STD before it became a part of the whole.
Or maybe he's from a planet where everyone's made of stone.
Oh, well, I don't like any of that. I'm sorry, continue.
See,
Moving on.
oh, so tell me what you did.
Well, not well. So, let's move on. I don't think we need to dwell on my mistakes. I think it's fine that the arrow that David was supposed to go right through the nipple on the left side to give it a nice piercing. So, style points, accentuate the asymmetrical layout of this androgynous creature. But what actually happened was my 10 that I rolled to shoot an arrow at it went off in the crowd, and there was that row of orphans that were given the flight of seats from a charity that they thought, get them to the gladiatorial games, teach them about life and death. They didn't think they'd teach them about this much death when my arrow flew and hit little Billy Borgensen. That's a name I didn't just make up.
I went to school with the Borchinson. He was kind of a douchebag.
And it impaled him right in his urethra.
Yeah, and the thing is, it skewered like 3 orphans there. They're now stuck together like an orphan kebab. It's
Do they start to shape into the next one of these things? Like, this is just how they're born?
they're right now. These are 3 orphans who don't particularly care for each other, so they are also trying to fight and push away from each other while they are stuck together with this. It's some of the crowd's attention has started to turn to what's going on now with the orphans. So
Sorry, my bad.
the creature makes a sound which you think is perhaps a laugh. He's mocking you.
I think Orphan Kebab is opening up for dismemberment. Right?
Oh, I liked Orphan Kebab's earlier stuff personally, but
Yeah,
that's
before
just
they
me.
sold out.
Yeah,
It's clean vocals now. It's bullshit.
before
Yeah.
they went
Who the
like
fuck?
industrial, I thought they like it was dirtier, but I thought it was cleaner in some kind of weird way. Does that make sense? Does it make sense to you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah,
I
when
got
the
you,
tone
I
is
got you.
clean. Yeah, I get it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So Pit Harlequin, you gonna take out a dick here or what?
Boy, it's rare that I turn down an opportunity to take a whack at a dick. I would like to use my knife. I'm confused by the matrix thing. What threshold do I have to hit with my roll to effectively knife this thing? In particular, I'd like to do the old blindfolded knife throw trick.
Ooh,
So I could use theatrics for that.
yeah, I would recommend theatrics. I would allow theatrics for that. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, 7. So I pass.
You did
And
pass.
that's where the damage matrix comes in. I see. So I look at
Yeah.
7 and it says wow.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the one thing that the creator of this creature did not take into account is that in
Is it a vent only as big as a wampa rat?
it's the thing is he just he considered himself an artist, and he thought that he was making a statement about the state of patriarchy on the sphere, and thought that by putting the heart of this creature in one of the dicks that it would be an important testament. Unfortunately, you have now exploded that dick heart,
Wow.
and the
Make sure-
creature gives you a pained look and collapses into the dirt.
Awesome.
Well
That's
done.
2 I've taken down.
Yeah, the clown is
Man.
really doing it
Mhm.
tonight, you guys.
Juggalos don't fuck around. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
the number of crowd members with face paint, you can tell some of them are just doing it themselves, like with markers in the bathroom.
Increasing
but they
in
are, yeah,
number.
each time it's gone up.
I've seen this damn
exponentially.
near happen in real time. Like it's
The clowns are out in the
enthusiasm is
forest.
just contagious. Yeah.
All right, let me roll and see where we're. Do you guys want to take a rest, or do you want to do anything? Do you want to search the room? Do you want to search the?
Yeah, let's
leftover
search the
body?
room. Let's.
Yeah.
How many dicks and or breasts can I fondle at once?
How many hands do you
How
have?
many? Yeah, exactly. That's the.
Sir, that is a corpse. There are laws.
Oh, true. Ham fund. Get in
Yes,
there.
Get in there. Poor
Very well,
Hampton.
sir.
Very well
It's gonna take
said.
his shoes off, and as it turns out, he's got like primate feet, so they're like it's like he has 4 hands, so he's gonna go to town. While he's
Alright.
doing that, I'm actually going to take another provision so I can get some of
Get all
these
your HP
hit
back.
points back. Yeah.
All
I've got
right.
provisions too if you run out for any reason.
Oh, I had 10, so
okay.
I think it should
Tell us
be
about your
okay.
provision this time. What is it?
Well, what I think is a chili dog, as it turns out, no, I'm not going to eat a dick.
Orphan kebab. It's an orphan kebab.
Orphan kebab.
It is now. Well, it is now an orphan kebab as they're fighting with each other. I got 3 more points on that, by the way. As they're fighting with each other, Billy keeps putting his eye prints on me. Stop it! I'm not touching you. That bullshit. I'm gonna pop their heads together, knock them unconscious, and just start chewing on children.
And how is the crowd reacting to this?
That's a good question.
Well,
They're-
given the preponderance of juggalos that are now there, I would think thunderous applause.
I would say that as well, and they were tired of hearing the kids bitching and moaning. So shut the kids up.
Yep.
I'm doing the crowd a favor, and you're welcome.
And you're also solving the growing orphan problem in the sphere.
That is true. One orphan at a time.
The skewer in every orphan. That's our campaign promise here at Wandering Monster.
Yeah.
One baby back rib off of a baby at a time. No, too much. Okay, sorry. Continue.
I liked it.
I mean, it was
No complaints here, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
all right. And then you hear there's like a klaxon sound, and the crowd grows quiet. You can feel the anticipation in the air as they all rise to their feet, because they are bringing in the final boss for this fight. You smell it before you see it. I'll make that note. And you can't tell if it's the breath or the matted fur stuck to it everywhere, or the various wounds it's had inflicted in it from other battles that have grown and scarred over and sometimes weep a little bit of pus. But the giant dog-like creature slumps into the arena and roars at you. So I think we have time for one last encounter.
Dog like.
I don't want you to listen to this next bit. You close your little ears. Okay?
It's not a pug. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna stare at it. I'm gonna say, sit. Stay.
Well, Violent C, you're up first. What are you going to do?
I don't say
I've actually got some stuff for this. Probably. Hang on a second. Let me see what I got.
Is it a little squeaker toy shaped like a
Yeah, actually,
fire hydrant?
it's not shaped like a fire hydrant, but Literally, the last item that I added right after all-purpose clown lube was plastic squeaky hammer, no damage. And I'm going to take that plastic squeaky hammer and like hit my hand and go squeak, 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 squeak to get it, hopefully get the dog beast excited, and then throw behind it so that it'll turn its back on us to chase it, giving my friends the advantage because I don't want to hurt a dog thing.
All right. Is this a theatric or a distraction?
Let's say distraction, classic distraction, squeaky toy. I've used that one today, as a matter of fact. 7. Okay. Well, ain't that just my luck? 12.
So it sails over his head and he doesn't even look back. Like it just lets it happen. Eyes completely fixed on you.
Bummer.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I think I'm about to get my clown ass chewed off.
Amo, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm going to look at him, and I'm actually going to use my special again, but I'm going to use the dishonor portion of it. So I'll have to test the oration on an enemy. If it succeeds, they're overburdened. Overburdened, overwhelmed by their dishonor. So I'm going to look at him. I'm going to roll my oration. 2. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at him. It's like, no. You're a bad dog and you have no honor. Sit.
This is surprisingly effective. Yeah, he kind of cowers back a little bit, looks uneasily at you, and it shows some deference. So he's now sitting.
Okay, then I'm going to keep looking at him sternly.
All right. Violent C, for some reason, it put you up again. So it's saving Leron for the big.
For the grand finale, hopefully. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use my theatrical knife throw again. That's been working out for me.
Blindfolded again?
No. This time, I'm actually gonna do like a kind of a loopy little backflip and throw it in midair. I'm pretty good at all these like circus knife throws, which is turning out to be surprisingly effective and deadly, as I bet it would be in real life. Oh yeah, 5 passes, and that is 4 points of damage.
Yeah, 4 points of damage. All right, yeah, the knife lands and it slaps him in the snout, which when combined with the strong rebuke that he got from Kevin, has made him pretty cowed at that
Consider
point.
the error of his ways.
Yes, he's rethinking a lot of decisions. He's remembering that he's better with numbers. Like that's what he should have gone to school for. He doesn't know why he ended up here instead.
Why did any of us end up here?
Excellent question.
I assume that Spectacle's just been abducting us from throughout space and time. Yeah, I don't know.
Making us do spreadsheets.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Mr. Paschke, it's Leron's turn.
All right. So Leron has his bow and arrow. He looks at the dog, looks at Bowie. I believe these arrows are diamond tipped because it's time for the diamond dog.
That's right.
And shooting, it would feel wrong not to shoot at the dick at this point.
We are nothing if not consistent.
Yeah,
right.
like,
Gotta stay on theme.
That's 7 for dick shot.
All right,
It's a trick shot. I like that.
That hits, and oof, yikes! Yeah, that's some
That
damage.
diamond tip.
Mm-hmm. Tip to tip.
Yeah, that's definitely bad.
Did I neuter him?
Yeah, he is really pissed now. He's falling to his knees, the remnants of his shredded dick in his hands. He's definitely regretting not getting that MBA now. Like he is just still alive, but in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
All right. We're back up at Lebron.
Again.
Yeah. I'm
All
using
right.
the random turn tracker, so.
Sure. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But 8, so probably not.
Nope, that one misses. You're just gonna have to leave him there with his genitals in his hands.
And can I kill another orphan?
Please, I'm getting hungry.
Listen, what you do in your free time is
It's between me and Wolfen.
yeah.
All right. Wolfen says no more killing orphans.
All right. So up next we have Violent C.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do. Seriously, it seems to be the only trick I've got that works. So the equivalent of button mashing at this point. This time I'm gonna do a cartwheel and throw it while I do that. That's fun. So yeah, again, theatricality knife throw. Let's see. Do. That one didn't work. That's an 11.
All right, so you start to do the cartwheel, but the unwieldiness of the knife with the cartwheeling motion causes you to lose your balance. You succeed only in sending the knife clattering across the ground and splitting your pants.
Which gets a laugh, which
Yeah,
is just a partial success, I would
the
call
crowd
it,
is
getting a
still
laugh.
with you, okay?
Yeah. Honestly, anybody splitting their pants is pretty fucking funny. Whenever it happens, almost.
Mhm.
All right, our dog creature is going to go after it was Paschke that exploded his dick, wasn't it?
That is correct.
I
think
believe I
that's-
said neutered.
Neutered, yes. Dick exploding, neutering, it's all
Yeah.
it's all the same. All right, so he's going to use his teeth here, I think. Let's see, we'll get there. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, he's going to bite you.
I like that.
I didn't think you would.
Ow.
Give me a second. I can't figure out which beast he is. Oh, large. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, he takes your leg. Yeah, he's got it in his mouth. He spends a minute shaking it furiously back and forth, and then he stands up and puts it in his little paws and holds it up to the crowd, who is just going ape shit right now for this.
Have fun.
Yes,
Have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, why would you allow it to do that? Why?
So
Why?
I was working on I'm a little teacup, short and
This is not the
stout.
time,
Oh,
but it
sorry,
does
sorry.
make me feel better. Don't stop, but
Here's
allow me to keep berating you.
Here's my spout.
It's a real mixed bag. Have fun. Cut off your leg.
Very good, sir. And Ham Fun will cut off his leg.
Ham fun -1 leg. All right.
Minus one.
Amo, it's your turn.
I like to think that so they can strap each other like side by side.
like how tall are we talking? Like Ham Fun, could he actually just be your leg now? Like, is he?
I don't know which Ham Fund is like. Does Ham Fund have a canonical height? We've used Ham Fund like 4 times.
No, he does not, and his form shifts because this is Ham Fun the Third technically, although they haven't been named that. And anyway, it doesn't matter.
No,
either way.
I'm invested in this now because you rolled me in acrobatics.
Who?
Me?
Lebron.
Oh,
1 die or
2, I think.
2? 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 3.
All right.
1
so
and a
that-
2.
So he is reasonably successful at becoming your leg. It's like those little tables where it's like the kid holding the pedestal
just-
above it. He's doing that. below
just
your leg.
grabbing on and yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So seeing all that and just absolutely confused, I'm gonna take the rifle and I'm gonna take a shot at the dog and then possibly myself after this whole thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's 12. That is a miss.
Yeah, it just startled the dog. The dog does not like loud noises. The dog
Okay.
is now changing his attentions to you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right, Violent C, you are up.
Behind the back knife throw. God damn it, that's a 10. So no. Again.
Yeah, no, the
Maybe I
flat
should
part
stick
of the
with
knife just hit them
standard.
in the forehead and falls off, which again just pisses him off more. All right, Leron, with your new action leg.
Yeah, so action leg, I then used to like put my shoulder, like my that part of my arm onto action leg and to stabilize myself. So I should get an extra die to shoot my David, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll
that
allow
was
it. Yeah.
fantastic. Okay. So I rolled 2 2s and a 6.
Okay.
Does that help me in any way?
Let me see. Oh, I'm on the wrong guy. That does not help me. And the problem is I keep wanting Leron to be the pit harlequin. I don't know why. And what were you shooting?
I'm trying to kill the dog. I'm trying
with the bow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why get up close when I have a ranged weapon?
You know, I kind of want to. No, it doesn't hit. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
I kind of wanted to see where it was going to go, but we'll just skip
fine.
that. All right, so let's let the dog take a. He's going to take a whack at Leron because I feel like he's going to kill Amo if we.
Oh no, go for it.
Amo's almost. You've dodged death a couple of times. I
Mhm.
don't want to tempt fate here. So the dog is going to bite at my jovial Leron, and he is going to miss completely.
Good.
But it smelled terrible, so you had to deal with that.
Yeah, save all those hits for me.
Amo, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to fire at him again. And that is an 8. So that's a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Yeah, poopy.
All right. Violent C.
Okay. Since I've ripped my pants anyway, I'm gonna try something a little radical here. I'm gonna
You
throw
gonna
the
take the
knife
pants off?
with. No, I'm gonna throw the knife with my exposed butt cheeks by doing a violent twerking motion. Let's see if this works the way that the TV told me it would. It does. 7.
All right.
So that's actually that's the good roll on that one, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, the twerk knife worked.
All right. So that hits. And oof, this
That's why I kept doing that move, because when it hits with only 7, it's
it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So yeah, the dog is now down to 1 hit point. The dog is barely holding on at this point. And we are back up to Leron.
Okay, Leron, still running revenge for his leg. Not going up because bad move. 1 leg. So that's a 1 and a 2, 3.
Ooh.
Shoot.
So that hits. The dog has a stunning death scene that the crowd clearly just eats up, and they are now on their feet chanting for Leron. They are excited about this moment. So we are at 10:14 Central Time. So, but I'm going to ask, Leron, are you going to give a speech to the crowd now that you've, been victorious?
I believe Leron would. Well, my loyal fans, my beautiful concubines to be, I see you've all come to cheer me on for my slaying of this dog creature beast thing. Obviously, I did the bulk of the work, but I couldn't have done it alone. That's right. Pats Ham Fun on the shoulder and then looks over. My cloud friend over here killed 2 of the other creatures. Not the big dog, but without him, this couldn't have been done.
I take a hilarious bow.
You see, and it's not to be without, but my most loyal rubs Ham Fun thoroughly on the shoulder. Friend, colleague, murderer, accomplice type. The Kazakh. What a great man he is with that gun and that saber. so good, so clean, and I believe that's all I have to thank for today. That is it.
And
I would like a new leg. Passes out because of blood loss.
Yes, I was going to say we probably should have tourniqueted that thing before we
Nope,
added ham fund
and we
onto it.
sure didn't.
Yeah, no, Hamfund is just now covered in blood.
It's
too
okay, we'll
now.
get him a new one.
Yeah.
So a new ham fund. I mean,
Yeah.
Violent C. What is your signature move at the end of a match?
Passing out from drinking a 50-50 blend of Fago Moon Mist and pure grain alcohol.
Appropriate.
After vomiting the way that I did in real life this weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
Really
A little
something
too
to
close
look
Oh
to
at.
yeah, I
home.
was kind of upset. I was one number off of putting us in a vomitorium at one point.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where I spent the
know.
weekend. It was great.
in the vomitorium.
Yeah.
And Kevin, do you have any parting gift you leave the crowd as a champion of this arena?
Not so much the crowd. I will take my applause, but I will look at my my teammates. You guys have earned my respect and honor in this arena, and I'm gonna look at Ham Fund, but you most of all.
Aw.
And I'm gonna
Aw.
pick up Ham Fund, and I'm taking him with me.
You
Right.
would not take my 7 cents.
Sir,
All right.
help! I'm being abducted by this man. Ham Fund,
We're gonna
it's for your
zoom
best.
out on that. This has been Spectacle, which we have enjoyed the hell out of playing. Again, if you want to check that out, the updated link to buy the game, the Kickstarter, I don't think is going anymore, is in the links that went out with our socials today. It'll also be in the show notes once this posts. So look for it in any of those places. Pick it up. It's a lot of fun. And as Bridget could tell you, like the number of different tables and possible combinations and so forth in this give it a lot of replay value. So
Yeah.
well worth your hard-earned dollarinis or euros or whatever your fucking local currency is. All right, so announcements. Mr. Ian Servas is editing Gabriel Quiroga's Sigil. And there's only a couple days left to back Kill Your Necromancer and also Psychorg. Back all of them today on Kickstarter. Mr. Paschke has started a gig with MHP doing lettering for our covers. I will make more of an effort to share Mr. Paschke's drawings from during our sessions. I've kind of been hoarding them to myself as a wonderful like treasure, but they're amazing. And Paschke's, I'm also recruiting him into the fold on some stuff I'll be working on coming up. So congrats, Paschke, on being
Thanks.
an MHP employee.
Yeah.
One of us. One
Yay.
of us.
Uba Kappa, Uba Kappa.
Yeah. All right. Bridget likes to gnaw on tables. Kevin, episode 10 of Flail to the Face dropped last Friday. I don't know if we retweeted the episode from our account, but we did retweet the promo. It can be found
perfect.
anywhere you find podcasts. Kevin also has decided he is too sexy for a mortal form and will now only be a being of pure energy. I'm cold reading all of this, and it's great because John wrote it. Charles, half off truck nuts in honor of John. Truck nuts only have one testing. That's a good one.
Yes.
John, let's. Oh, John would like it if you would read and review. All I want is to take shrooms and listen to The Color of Nazi Screams, available on Amazon. That's John's part memoir, part psychedelia, part kicking Nazis in the balls. It's great. Check it out immediately. For Madness Art Press, Morkabians 1-1 is now available for physical order from Drive Thru RPG. That's John's Morkborg module that has to do with the Maccabean revolt against the Romans, a real historical event in Judaism. Pure Hate from Wrath James White, Splatterpunk legend, Hall of Famer, all-timer, on sale right now from Madness Heart Press. Go to our site, madnessheart.press. It'll be right there on the front. Our Room or Red Room from Alexei Vea and other people is now available from Madness Heart Games. That is a trigger warning in the form of a solo journaling RPG. It's a game of torture and death for profit. Also, low blasphemy from my fellow Utah and fellow miscreant Judith Sonnet is coming soon. I say my fellow, but Judith Sonnet is like 75 times the writer I am. It's incredible to have her on board at Madness Heart Press. And then thanks as always to Bog Wizard for our theme music, Barbaria from the album Purple Miasmic Smoke, and thanks to Bridget for kicking serious ass, and congratulations on your inaugural session as game master.
Thank
I
you.
think you did a
Very
kick-ass
well
job.
done. Well
Yeah.
done.
For first time out being live on the internet, that was damn. Well, for any first time out, that was amazing. So,
Very well
all
done.
right. Thanks for once again coming to the end of this consensual journey we call Wandering Monster. I am Charles R. Bernard.
I'm Bridget Brave.
I'm Kevin Welch.
Mr. Paschke.
And until we see you next, remember, UVA, don't look away. UVC, you're fucked.